Hi, I'm James, and today we're going to look at an unusual World War II air raid shelter, and I'm joined by my friend Tiffany.
Hello. So when we think about air raid shelters, we tend to think either about the big mass shelters, so the photos of people sheltering in the London Underground, or we tend to think of the Anderson shelter, your classic corrugated iron arch buried in the back garden, or the Morrison shelter, which is essentially a steel frame, goes under your table. When the house collapses, it'll prevent you being crushed. However, there are a number of other air raid shelters, including this type. Now, this is designed to basically act as an emergency bolt hole for people who are caught on the surface during an air raid and can't get to the shelter. So that might be things like fire watchers, it might be sentries, that sort of thing, so they can't go to a shelter in the building or at home. It's a very simple design. It's basically steel. You have the little lifting eye at the top. You simply deliver these with a truck and a crane, pop it down. If you need to duck into the shelter, then you get inside. If you look inside, there are very simple seats bolted to the wall on the inside. Half a dozen people, more if you're really good friends, and then close the door. That will protect you from shrapnel. Again, it won't protect you from a direct hit. Very few air raid shelters will, but the main threat in an air raid is actually not a direct hit. A bomb hits a house, it tends to convert the house into shrapnel, so half bricks, broken glass, metal fragments from the bomb, etc. And that will protect you against this, and then you can emerge afterwards.
Yeah, they came in different sizes as well, didn't they?
Yeah, I do not profess to be any form of expert on this, but certainly you see these relatively large ones which you can fit half a dozen people or so. More if you played that 1960s game of how many students can you cram into the phone box. You also see much smaller ones which are almost like the size of a sentry box, designed for a single individual. Now, obviously these are designed for the ARP, air raid precautions. It's actually administered by local councils and so on and so forth. But they're an unusual design, so it thought it'd be a little bit nice to have a little look at that.
Thank you very much for that.